give in to their corruption. This is nonsense. And you have some African brothers who sit on here supporting this kind of things.
Yeah, because they're fat. That's the problem. They are lazy. That's why.
If I may, can I go after Light?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So everything Light just said, I'm 100% agree with, right? As an American citizen, right? Like, I'm just talking about from the perspective as an American citizen. I am sick and tired of my American tax dollars going to foreign wars, right? That we cause. It happens all the time, especially in the global South, especially in South America. We can go back to the 80s when we talk about the war on smugs, right? We can go back to the Contra Wars. Every single major conflict in the global South, especially in South America, has been caused by us, has been done by manufacturer consent. I am sick and tired of us coming the same thing that happened, literally the same thing that happened in the Contra Wars with quote unquote narco terrorism. Yeah. Right? All it is this manufactured consent to spread US interest with every single aspect of the American dollar from the American taxpayers. One aspect I want to bring up, right? Then we talk about Chevron, right? Being inside of Venezuela for years on years on top of years, right? And then finally, you had a Venezuelan government, right? And I'm not saying I'm a supporter of Maduro or not. All I'm saying is we had a sovereign nation who decided to actually nationalize their oil, who decided to actually decide what to do with their oil on their land and kick out Western hegemony, right? The Western superpowers outside of their land and want to actually bring money inside to their citizens and having them to decide what is going on with their oil. Because that is their oil. That is their sovereign land. That has nothing to do with the United States citizens. I'm sick and tired of American citizens paying for this. I'm sick and tired of
Chevron is doing the same thing in Nigeria. Chevron is doing the same thing in Nigeria, and it's about time we pick up arms and target them. Chevron is exploiting Nigeria, and we are not getting anything from it. It's about time we do exactly the same thing to those Yankees.
That is the same thing Firestone is doing in Liberia. Firestone have been exploiting a rubber plantation in Liberia for the past 100 years and haven't given anything. You understand? These people are very corrupt people. We need to kick them out of the continent of Africa completely.
But one thing is about these African resources is that even if we kick these people out, we can't even do anything with these resources.
You hear him? You hear this guy? These are the bigots. These are the bigots in Nigeria. These are the bigots in Nigeria that are encouraging the Americans to bomb us from the sky to save all the Christians and unalive all the Muslims. These are the bigots. No, this is exactly. This is the bigots. These are, you are dumb. You are dumb and very fat. That is the problem in Africa. I'll tell you one thing. And this is the only thing I'll tell you right now. We do not want the West. One example is Niger. What happened in Niger? The French were buying uranium ore for 80 cents per kilogram in Niger. And when they kicked that company Arriva out, what happened? The actual price on the international market was 220 euros as of 2022. The French company Arriva, called Orano, were paying 80 cents per kilogram. And this is the sort of exploitation. This is why they have refused. It is parasitic, it is dangerous, and the idea that you continue to support these blood-leashing parasites to continue to exploit Africa is nonsense. Shame on you.
Even the Chinese, who are your allies, they are even all over the place, illegally mining our resources. The Chinese are all over the place mining our resources illegally.
Listen, Chibozo. Do you listen to US officials at all? Do you listen to Rubio? Do you listen to Donald Trump? Are you listening to what they are saying?
No, he doesn't.
So what are they saying? What can you deduce from what they are saying?
The actual fact they are saying. I'm always supporting the right. The actual fact is that what America did in Venezuela, according to international law, is wrong.
But you still support them because they are white and they are closer to God than you.
What what is the intention of going to Venezuela? What are they saying?
Thank you. Let me tell you the actual reason why America went into
No,
Venezuela.
not what you think. Not what you think.
Not
I
what I
mean,
think,
what
but what the reason why
officials are saying, U.S. officials are saying.
What did Donald Trump say?
Okay.
What did he say from his mouth?
Okay, what Donald Trump said is that Venezuela stole their land, their oil, and Venezuela opened their prison and pour in all bad boys into America. And Venezuela are bringing in drugs and selling it in America.
What?
Those are the statement.
Those are
You know exactly what he said?
Before invasion. Listen,
what
what he's saying currently is all about oil. What he's
Do you know what Donald Trump actually said from his mouth? Do you know what Donald Trump actually said from his mouth? He said that he wants it. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you right now. What Donald Trump actually said was he is wanting to control the oil trade inside of Venezuela. He wants to control every aspect of Venezuelan government. He wants to actually put in his own regime inside of Venezuela.
As an American, you should be happy about that. Was what he said. You say you're an American, right? Are you American?
100%. My family's been here since 1610.
Okay, so as an American, you should be happy that he's taking the oil and not giving it to the enemies of America.
Why do I want my fucking tax dollars to go to something that's not doing anything for my
Bro,
country?
your tax dollars are going to go elsewhere if that oil ends up in the hands of the wrong people.
Right now, it's funding the military industrial complex.
You know,
That's
the problem a lot of people don't understand, like this brother right here, that Zeman or whatever your name is. No one has a problem with America trading or whatever. America is not a country that believes in fair trade. They will rather go and unalive your people and take your resources for free. I am not saying China is better than America, but at least China is the lesser devil.
China is better than
You understand?
America.
The United States will go to your country. First of all, what the United States does, I think many countries and people know about this now, they will start a propaganda. They will start lying about your leadership. And that's how they are able to get control over the people.
I will tell you why.
And then when the stupid people start believing in them, then they start going after the leadership now because they have gained control over the people now because they have manipulated the people. That's the China's the lesser devil. And this is the tactic the United States has been playing for so long. What is it that you love about China so much?
Okay, I tell you what I tell you.
How many countries you see China invading?
I tell you what. Hold on. Tangibly, over the past 20 years, China have built infrastructure in Africa, railway to road to public health care on a scale and magnitude that the Europeans and the Americans have not done in the past 200 years.
Why is that railway in Nigeria?
There's railway. There's railway. There is. Stop shouting. Stop shouting. There's railway. I will tell you. Hold on. It's functioning from Lagos to Ibadan. Where? So then, the road, there's railway. Hold on. There's railway in Abuja. There's railway that connects Lagos to Ibadan. There's railway. Been there since when? Hold on, guys, you're shouting. Hold on, guys. There's railway in Abuja. I said that it has been there since when?
You mean it's China that came to Abuja to build railway?
Yeah, it's the collaboration between China and Nigeria that built that railway.
See, bro, China.
Who built that railway? So who built that railway? Hold on. The fact that you are hold on. No, what are you saying? You are the one that's fat. Hold on. Who built the railway in Abuja?
Look at what you are saying.
I asked is a direct question. I asked you a question. It's not what I'm saying. Who built the railway in Abuja and Lagos?
The railway in Abuja is a railway that has been there for ages.
Since when? Who built it? That's a simple question. Are you dumb and stupid? That's a direct question. Who built the railway in Abuja? I don't care. Answer the fucking question. You come up and you're shouting. Who built the railway in Abuja?
China built zero infrastructure in Africa. Okay? You can sell that ignorant narrative to kids.
Please, just give me small things. I want to say something. I want to say something.
Can you wake up and say China built infrastructure in Africa? Where is this infrastructure?
Just give me small things, please. I want to say something very important.
China project.
This guy is not worth talking to. You guys should debate with him. Please,
Please, let me say something.
he's not ignoramus.
See, in terms of China, I do business at potential drug market. Do you know that if you want to manufacture fake drugs, if you go to Europe for them to do it for you, Europe will outrightly reject it. The only thing they will do for you is that European standard. But China, if you tell them to build to manufacture paracetamol,
Standard material.
but if you ask China to manufacture 50 mg for you, they will do that.
Okay, let me say this. Let me say this to you.
Are you blaming China for your people going there to
I'm blaming both of them. I'm blaming both of them.
What the brother just said about you is what the brother just said about you is a damn lie. Matter of fact, we have the fakest drugs in the United States. The only reason why is the system is being strategized as per corporations. So if they cannot benefit from what you comes with, they will not let you because you have to be. So China, what China does is China gives you a platform of what they offer. You have to choose quality or quantity. You understand? And so if you go to China, for example, you're doing a road construction, China will give you different prices based on quality and etc. Even the very United States, everything here in the United States is built in China. But they give them different plans, different prices, and they choose quality. So you don't consider if you go to China, what United States got? They don't build shit. Everything is in China.
most fake drugs in Nigeria come from India?
Does Japan give you option of quantity and quality? Light, does Japan give you the after?
The only thing I want to say is, sorry, if you don't have facts, please don't come up here and argue. So if you don't have your facts or anything about the way or anything, just don't come up here and come up with it. We are enjoying the life, and if you don't have any facts about anything, just don't go. Make sure you use your Google search or chat before you come up.
Paul, there is a bunch of fake here in the US, and I can prove it. I can give you so many. There is so much fake, including the food in the US.
The way
So what you talking about? Including the food in the US is fake.
So the guy. So hold on, guys. There's no need to argue with that guy. It's an ignoramus. It was built a 6-phase project by the CCECC, China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation. I live close to their office here in Abuja. I told him, that's why I don't want to debate with him. I'm not going to lower myself. I am not going to lower myself to debate with this guy. There's no time. And I can show you project by project, infrastructure by infrastructure. Yeah, the guy is lost it. That's why I don't want to talk with him.
You don't have to come up here and say what you don't know. You learn from something.
Are you team China because they built a railway?
I'm not just talking about railway, Danzaman.
But if I don't know anything,
Danzaman.
it's not like being ignorant.
Danzaman, I'm not just talking about railway. I'm talking about. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Guys, hold on. Hold on, guys, hold on. Guys, hold on. I'm not just talking about railway. I'm talking about roads. I'm talking about airports. I'm talking about real infrastructure, including lithium processing plants in Nasarawa, in Barkinlad, in Jos, where I've been to, and a host of other projects that the Chinese are doing in Africa. And they are doing it in partnership. I'll tell you for free. You have European companies here, like Julius Berger. Stop shouting. You are ignorant and stupid. You stop shouting. I'm not talking to you.
Why you're team China? It's clear to me why.
Yeah, because he's interrupting me. You are also stupid. He's interrupting me. So, Danzaman, what I'm saying is infrastructure they're building in Africa. And they're doing it on a fair basis. You know what the Americans are doing? You have European companies like Julius Berger that are constantly manipulating their way to get contracts, bribing people, pushing people around, and sometimes they give them contracts for 10 years, 15 years, they don't complete it. The Chinese don't operate like that. The Chinese are efficient,
What
they
are
are
the
fast.
Americans doing, sorry?
Corrupt.
I
They are
missed it. You said
corruption.
You know what the Americans are doing? You have
They are
European
pushing
companies.
people
What are
around.
the Americans doing?
They are pushing people around and
Pushing people
corrupting the
around.
system. Yeah. The Americans and the Europeans, we have most of the oil companies in Nigeria are not Chinese. The oil companies in Nigeria are American and European companies. Look at the pollution in the Niger Delta. Look at the pollution. You talk about Chevron. Chevron is the single biggest polluter in Nigeria in Akwa Ibom.
They never invest.
No investment, just to drill oil from the ground and take overseas.
Business partners.
I don't know why you guys are simping for them.
Absolutely not.
Company like Chevron, a company like ExxonMobil that been in the country for a very long period of more than 30 years ago. They have been in Nigeria. There is no tangible impact they make in the community where they exploit them. Those people that have been in the country for 30-something years ago, the ExxonMobil and the Chevron, they have been in the country for a long period of time yet. There is no impact, no single impact they will make in that particular community. But let me tell you true, if you go to where the Chinese people are making this thing, you will find out that there is a kind of collaboration with Chinese and the indigenous people, maybe the countrymen. But these Americans and the Europeans, they are just